Hello and welcome back. And today we are going to be looking at making custom UI view to make it look circular, just like our demo app has. So basically, we're gonna make this a square, convert this into a circle, and also give this the login view a rounded corner along with a border. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to create a custom view for this, and we're going to inherit from UI view, and from there we're just going to define some properties that we can set directly from the storyboard. Right. So in the project, let's go ahead and create a new file. Select Cocoa Touch classes, and make sure it's a subclass of UI view. If it's not, simply type UI view here, and give this a name, rounded corner view. Okay, click next, save it to a location within the project, and then we have the view ready. So we're simply gonna remove all the comments and we're gonna start. So first thing we need to do is we're going to create some properties to define to adjust corner radius. Basically, corner radius is how much radius that we want to provide to this arc that is uh, basically making the corner round. Okay, so we're going to use the same property for a square. If you make corner radius half of its width or height, it makes it a complete circle. So it forms like 4 arcs, and that's how it makes a full circle. So that's the technique we're going to use, and you're going to see what I'm talking about in a minute if it doesn't make sense. So let's go ahead and create a property, and this property is going to be called of IB inspectable. And the benefit IB inspectable gives us is basically you can see that property within the storyboard as soon as you change it to the class, and then you can define and just property value directly from the storyboard. Okay, so that's what we are going after. So we're simply going to create IB inspectable, and then we're going to create a variable corner radius of type CG float. Default value is going to be 0 in this case, and we're going to put an observer here called did set. So whenever this value is set, we're going to actually adjust the corner radius for this view's layer. So we're going to say layer dot corner radius is equal to corner radius, and layer dot mass to bounds is equal to, so we can say true here, and that's one way to do it. Or we can say if the corner radius is greater than 0. So what this does is whenever your value for the corner radius is greater than 0, then it actually returns true, otherwise it returns false. That means automatically mass to bound is true or false based on this condition. Okay, so with that set, we are done with this property. Let's create another one, and this is going to be IB inspectable as well. You're going to create something called border radius, and a border width, sorry, not border radius, CG float of type CG float. Value is going to be 0, and this is going to be the width of the border. So this border right here, that's what we're going to set here, and we're going to say did set. And once again, we're going to set layers border width property to border width. I'm going to create third property, IB inspectable, again border color. This is going to be UI color. It's going to be optional, so initially there's no value that we are giving here, because if there's no border, we don't need to actually provide a border color. But if there is a border color defined, we're going to say for did set layer dot border color is equal to border color dot CG color. Now, because this border color is part of CA layer, you want to make sure that it's actually CG color. So we're gonna get border color UI color value from the user and convert it into CG color. Okay. With that, we are done with this rounded corner view. So we're simply gonna go into our storyboard and we will select the view from the view panel right here. So all the view hierarchy is visible, and if this panel is not open for you, you can simply click right here to open this, and you can see the complete view hierarchy. And reason I'm selecting it from here, not from here, because sometimes when you select, you may end up selecting login, which is a label, and it's not the correct view that we are looking for. So we want to select the parent view, which is the view UI view, and we're going to go and set its custom class to basically say rounded corner view. Okay, as soon as you save and you go to the property inspector, you're gonna see these properties that we have defined, and they are all under rounded corner view. So these properties are IB inspectable, and we have defined these. Now what we can do here is we can simply check what's the width of this rounded corner. So 150 is the width. So what we're going to do here is we're going to give this 75, which is half of 150, as corner radius, and we're going to give border width about 2 points and color to be white. So if I run this right now, what we are expecting to see basically is a rounded login view and border applied to it. Okay, so we have rounded corner, but we don't see the border. So let's see what's going on. So we have border width defined, and we have color. Let's go back to our so layer dot border width is equal to 0, and we have layer dot border width, and we are defining the color as well. So border color layer dot border color is equal to this color. Okay, so everything looks okay here. Let's go back and let's give it a different color, maybe like a little bit of hideous color, something that can stand out. Okay, so there is a border that's showing up here. Let's make it 3 point, but I don't know why white was not showing up, so let's go ahead and try it one more time. Maybe the value is cached, that's why. So there we go, we have our border showing up. Maybe we didn't press the enter button, but anyways, there we have like our border showing up, and it seems like it's not exactly the type that we were looking for. So we can actually simply set it to 4 and try it one more time, and that should actually do it. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, so let's do the same thing for the other view. So we're gonna select the view, go to its class, and set its custom class to be rounded corner view, and then simply gonna go back to properties, and we're gonna give this 10 points, 4 for the border width, and white as border color. There we go. So if you run it right now, what we are expecting to see is basically rounded corner and everything should appear just like our original screen. All right, so that looks great. So so yeah, I think it's a good point to pause here, and we can come back in the next video. What we're gonna do is we're gonna create another custom view, and we're gonna give this background a gradient effect, like we have here. Right now it's a solid color, and we're gonna give it a gradient background color. Okay, so so I'll see you guys in next video, and we're gonna work on this custom view for the gradient view. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.